The ratings are in. The final description ever of the Mayans MC is also in, and we are going to be discussing it today in this video. We've been doing this weekly, obviously, though, with this being the final episode description. You can't really talk about it anymore, but the ratings will continue to come in for the Mayans. Of course, last time we saw a 0.42. I'm not sitting here talking about that these are great ratings. I think the Mayan cast, us Mayan fans, and just people who know what they're talking about know that these ratings are not very good. I've seen people like Dead City has recently premiered with a 0.7, and some people are marking it about a 0.7. Just like the Mayans should not be marking it about these numbers, man. The Mayans is absolutely going downhill with the TV ratings. Ever since day one, back in 2018, in September, 5 years ago, it's absolutely went down the toilet. But this season started with a 0.56, we then decreased to 0.41. Then the two episodes after that were 0.40. Then we get episode 5, which I think in most people's opinion is easily the best episode of this season with a 0.42. Obviously, though, second highest of the season, but the premiere was always going to do high. I think the finale will outdo the premiere for numerous reasons. One, it's a series finale, and they tend to draw big. I'm not saying they always draw the highest rating, but normally in the final season, they will draw the biggest rating. And yeah, with the potential hype that we've talked about on this channel for Sam Crow to come back with Chibs and Tig, even if they didn't come back, you just feel like with all the stuff that's going on in Santa Padre, the deaths, Easy's going to be out it. There's just so much loose ends that they need to tie together, and the way it's going, it seems like they're going to pack a lot into that final episode. That we'll get to that description very soon. But the rating is in, and it's no surprise it's up by a 0.03. Like I said, episode 5 was easily the best episode of this season, and tends to be when you get a good episode. Well, no, I'll go better than that. It was a great episode. I really enjoyed episode 5. There is still some people in our comments saying that episode 5 was not that good and it was like filler. Then what did they think of the other 5 episodes this season, man? Of course, episode 6 wasn't that good, but we got a really good scene in Happy Loman dying. I don't really talk too much about that. We've kind of made about 200 videos on this channel talking about that. But at the end of the day, I'm not surprised it drew this rating. But if you think of it, there was no build-up with Happy. Like, we talked about it, but they didn't promote it. And for that reason, I wouldn't be surprised if episode 7 does more, but I wouldn't be surprised if it does less, because the simple reason is it wasn't that good of an episode, but people may tune in to be like, oh, could Sam Crow be in next week's? But personally, I wouldn't be surprised if it went down back to like a 0.40 or 41 or 42. Yeah, so obviously we only got 4 more episodes to go. Can the Mayans break back above 1 million? Your best bet's obviously the series finale. I think the series finale will probably do like a 0.6 or something. Nothing insane. But I mean, if you put it this way, on episode 6, it would have to get a quarter more of the audience to tune in, which is an insane amount, but you might be able to get that. So that's us done with the ratings as we dive in to the final ever episode description for the Mayans MC. It is simply the end. Dot. So that doesn't really give us an awful lot, but it kind of sort of gives you the vibe that it will literally be an absolute massacre, and that there'll literally be nothing else. Now, if we look at Sun's finale, I'm just going to type that in, Papa's Goods. Sun's finale, the club votes to allow black members. Ghost cast a large shadow as Jax makes his final moves to fulfill his father's legacy. I believe that's been edited, because I don't think the original one would have spoilt the fact that T.O. was going to get patched in. Well, at least I don't think it would have. But yeah, there's a lot more in the Suns one, for example. But yeah, the end. I can't actually remember episode 3. Season 3, and then episode 10 of the season is literally called Chapter the Last, and there's nothing more left to write. And as you can see, the description is easy plans to go out with a bang. Kind of just sounds like each episode or series finale of the Mayans was always written as if oh god, we're going to get this renewed. Of course, JD Pardo did come out recently and say that we decided the actors came together. We're no buying it, man. You can hit it home as many times as you want. I mean, the episode 9 description, of course, is as the suns close in on the Mayans, Easy crosses path with a familiar stranger. Only time will tell who that is. But yeah, we've got the end. Could easily be dead by the time we get to the finale. Who knows? In the comments, so let's see what you guys are saying. Miwa's just saying, bold prediction, this might be the lowest viewed video. Love you, little brothers. Love the way you speak. It's adorable. All right, big man. But yeah, that was when Emily fed. So that is kind of funny about the fact that he says that because let's be real, Emily just ain't a draw. No one cares about Emily. Typical Johnny says, the story about Sophia's kid was explained in season 4. Well, I'll tell you what, right? That just shows you. So that what is her kid died. I'm going to assume it was something to do with CPR, but if Sophia was truly that good of a character, we'd remember that, man. We would remember that. That would be like in Sons. You forget. Oh, how did Tig's daughter die? Oh, she got burnt alive. No, you remember these things. Now, albeit right, we didn't see Sophia's kid die, but man, let's people come on, man, play the game. Ryan comes in and says, I also think Jax beats Easy in pretty much every way. Easy may be a little more trigger happy, but he seems to make more dumb mistakes too. Yeah. JD Pardo, of course, coming out and saying all these things. If you look at the Mayans, I'd say he's like one of the smartest Mayans, but if you look at the Santa Padre table, when Easy was making all these decisions back in season 3 to make the Bishop the one king, I think a lot of it was literally the fact that the rest of them didn't have a clue what they were on about. Easy's not suggesting these absolutely crazy things. He's just suggesting here, we're kind of against Kanche and Oscar. Ramos. We're against Ramos and Kanche, so would it not be good for us to kind of get them out the picture? And they're bowing down to Easy, man, like he's some sort of fucking god. Like, if you compare it to Sons, where, like, alright, we'll make a deal with Stall, it'll get Gemma off, it'll get the club doing short time, and it also gets Jimmy killed, and we get to kill Stall and Jimmy for Chibs and Opie. I mean, is that no smart? Albeit, right, you could look at that as a club decision, but I genuinely think Jax goes to Stall. I say this. I think that was Jax's plan because he's the one that wrote down Stall's number and then probably went to the club about here. Can we phone this? Obviously, we've never seen that off camera, so some people be like, "Oh, but that wasn't all Jax." But we've seen throughout Sons, man, that Jax came up with a lot of smart decisions. Easy, is it? I mean, was getting rid of Alvarez truly that smart? No, I mean he literally starts creating drugs, fentanyl on the premises. Would Jax? Would Jack see the Columbia? See the drugs, man. They start in Sons. They started storing them out in Elliot's land. Did they at Tellermorrow? Did they have 30 keys of hard cut Colombian cocaine at Tellermorrow? No. But again, that's another problem with the Mayans. There seems to be no sense of authority. There's no police officers. Yes, with Lincoln Potter running around, but what about local PD? There's no local PD. As Lucky said, the Grim Bastard president, you guys are killing each other. It's on the 6 o'clock news. I know in America, man, in real life, there's a real sense of lawlessness, but come on, the fuck, man. Does that really need to break it on the TV as well? Anyway, we move on. Ryan again comes out with another comment. I think JD knows Sons was a much better series as a whole. I mean, he can look at the ratings and see it, but also I think it's pretty good promotion for Mayans, him saying this shit online, because it gets people talking about it. I get what he means about Jax being the prince, but I do not think it was privilege for him. He was constantly being told what he needed to be and not really allowed to just be himself. I feel like Mayans had a huge head start being a spin-off of Sons and being able to use whatever language they wanted or show things that Sons couldn't. And I can't understand some of the choices for storylines that were made for Mayans. It could have been a great show. It's still pretty good, but it could have been great. Absolutely. There's been too much time dedicated to stupid and pointless storylines. You look at Jax, I'll say that. That's probably the one benefit that Jax has got over Easy. The fact that there is so much filler in the Mayans, like we've seen it, Trini playing the guitar, everything to do with Emily, everything to do with Sophia. Hope and Letty, this is the final season. This is when we should be getting the Mayans, man. I feel like in season 3 and 4, there wasn't as much filler. But now, like, why have they brought all this filler back in the final season? I don't know. Well, I'll tell you why. Because I don't think they actually thought it was getting cancelled. But according to JD Pardo, how dare you say that? How dare you say that, guys? But anyway, that's where we're going to leave you today. The description's at the end. It doesn't exactly give too much away. They're keeping the cards close to their chest. Will it suggest that in the trailer? Will the trailer reveal so much? I can't really remember the Sudden series finale promo, but I doubt they would have shown Jax dropping people left, right, and centre, then putting his arms out in front of a truck in that finale. But yeah, only time will tell, guys. But anyway, looking forward to it. Only 4 more episodes to go. We've only about a month left of this show. But yeah, about 4 weeks, just a wee bit less than 4 weeks. So bit sad. But anyway, we'll get there, and this is the journey. Anyway, till next time. Peace.